Hey guys, I like to express my thoughts with y'all. It's cool. Like I posted on my Instagram story, just kind of want to talk about thought manifestation and the positive effects, the power of gut feelings. I feel like a lot of times those type of topics are steered away from. A lot of times people find themselves distracted or just involved in other areas of interests. Damn, I'm saying mad though, but okay. By the way, this plant, it's a majesty palm I got from my best friend for his housewarming, and just kind of making the apartment feel more welcoming, and it's worth it. Like I'm literally taking exchanging vibrations. Like this beautiful plant is given to me and I'm giving it energy in exchange. But so like for me personally, thought manifestation is important. It's as real as this plant. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you think, that thought, those thoughts are literally frequencies that get sent out, not only within your being, within your mind, but out into the universe, the cosmos, all of everything that makes this divine conscious experience what it is. So if you think something positive, best believe that is going to vibrate out into the world. So if you have a aroma where you're constantly, for example, you're wishing good things, or you're hoping for the best, or you're praying, or you just carry faith and you believe in yourself, those thoughts become they begin to circulate and evolve and revolve, and just all of that becomes this whole experience that we're going through. If I it's interesting because I saw this video where this girl had to do this test in her class where she had two separate jars of rice, cooked rice, and she had to put them throughout her house. It was just two jars. She put like one in the living room, I believe, and one in like in a different area of the house. And every morning she had to talk specific things to the jar of rice, cooked rice. So for example, one of them, she would say positive notions and comments towards it, like like I love you, you're beautiful, just positive frequencies to that jar of rice. And then for the second one, she had to say negative notions, like commentary, like, oh, I hate you, you're ugly, just things like that, just random things, but negative and positive. And she saw after I believe she did it for a few weeks, like a span of maybe like 2 weeks or something, I forget, but she noticed that the jar that received all the positive comments and feedback was just healthy and looked good and didn't have a smell and just was in a better shape, versus the jar of rice that received all the negative commentary, it looked gross. She said it had a horrid smell, and it was just but the experience, the experiment spoke volume, considering that that experiment alone shows you that words are powerful. Your thoughts, your energy being let out from your spirituality literally is gonna make or break you. And I actually want to try it myself. And for with something else, not my plants, well, me and my best friend's plants, not that, but like other things, because I want to focus and keep channeling those positive vibrations. Because I'm telling you, like, I met this lady the other day, and I was coming off of the elevator on my way to work, and she said a lot of powerful stuff to me. Beautiful lady. She was just full of wisdom and peace and guidance, and I love meeting people like that, because they amplify a lot of their ways onto me, and it's you gotta take, sometimes you gotta take the good, obviously. But she was saying how she was like, this world is wicked. There's a lot of violence and hate and this and that, and and it's true. You gotta really see what's in front of you. So she was saying that it's important for all of us as a whole to have positive thoughts, because whatever you think, whether good or bad, will manifest, and not just within yourself, but the rest of the universe. And we all are one. So if everybody's thinking the same kind of you have the same kind of outlet and perception, and then it's not going to be, if it's a negative way, it's not going to be any better. But if it's positive, we all help one another, we all just influence each other's thoughts in a benevolent manner, we will be, as a human species, all of us, man, we will be, because this world is just every day more and more. But I just find it interesting that, like, you really need to tap into yourself and think about what you're gonna say before you say it, because I'm telling you, words are power. Words are power. Your thoughts are power. Everything is connected. Your thoughts connected to your words connected to your vibe connected to the universe connected to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I also wanted to pitch in about gut feelings. And this topic to me is so interesting, because I really feel like, because everybody got their own gut feeling, and I feel like your gut feeling is a specific map. I mean, I don't want to use just the word map, but like a specific guide, almost like it's something sent from God in the universe specifically for you and you only. Like, some people could also have a gut feeling just like you, but for your path of life and what you're going to go through and achieve and accomplish, and trials and tribulations, etc., that is meant for you. So you have to listen and and let that feeling from your gut really reside in you. I'm personally, I can say this for myself, I wasn't always one who always listened to my gut. I never used to care. I'm obviously, like, because I'm 24, I was a lot younger, and I was just involved in other stuff and distracted. And that's the thing, a lot of them distractions keep you from understanding your gut and listening to your gut feeling. A lot of those, I'm sorry, I'm not even sorry. A lot of the ways the world is set up now is for you to stay distracted, especially, social media, partying, and, all the outside, influences, negative influences, I should say, that don't benefit your being. Your gut it holds essential criteria. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for a while I was on some other shit, but then when I stopped and actually started like channeling those feelings, I'm like, dang, obviously I feel like this is no good for a reason, so maybe I should just start listening to it. Then my gut became my best friend. It told me who to let go. It told me what ways to go when I was, at crossroads, not knowing what to do with myself, with my life. It helped me through, hard times. It helped me through it. I'm telling you, it's sacred. We feel those things for a reason, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm just trying to get everything out, because I always have so much in here that I want people to hear about. You feel me? Like, it's just up to us ultimately. It's up to you. It's just up to us to make the world better. And it really starts with helping yourself, getting into who you are, channeling, that gut feeling, manifesting those positive thoughts. That's the only way you're gonna grow. You see this plant right here? This plant is going based off the frequency of the universe, which is the sunlight, the water, the soil, the natural elements that help it to strive. It's not going based off all this other crazy stuff that it don't need. It doesn't need alcohol. It doesn't need all that, it doesn't need, what the hell they call, basically trying to say it doesn't need, bad things for it to be around it. It needs positive things. It needs the things that are essential and are real. And I think that's what a lot of people are not, focused on. I was gonna say pollution. That was the word. It doesn't need pollution. It knows what it needs. You feel me? So it's like we need to reflect based off of nature. We need to reflect based off of, this is random. I'm gonna, make this real quick. But I was reading something that, based off like what Bruce Lee really believed in and what he was founded on, for within himself. He was like, you gotta be like water. Flow like water, be smooth like water, be clear like water, be, because water is deep, literally, but like, it is like the key component to this whole life, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be like water. Water doesn't need anything else besides itself to be the shit, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta remember that it is important to hold on to those things that, help us become better and better and better each and every day. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. That's really all I wanted to say. Like I said, my thoughts would just be, I just gotta make sure y'all feel me and y'all feel yourselves most importantly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. I just want to spread the word because I feel like I'm here for a reason, and I gotta make it known that, y'all not alone. And sometimes, like, I know I be feeling like that, like, damn, do anybody else like understand what I'm saying, or is it just me, or am I tripping? You feel me? But I know I'm good. Like, keep letting those positive thoughts manifest, and remember that what you put out into the universe, it's gonna become real, and then especially it's gonna come back to you. So if you put out good, you're gonna get good back. You put out bad, you're gonna get bad back. That's just it. It's balance. It works like that. But and listen to your heart, trust your gut, and that'll keep your mind focused. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video, to hear me rant, and just express how I see my life and life in general. Peace.